know exactly what time it is. We are customizing 2 brand new cars. One of those is the Buick GNX. That's this thing. Okay, well, not this one specifically, but I'm kind of curious. Will the normal version let us do the hydraulics or not? Or is it just a normal street car? It's probably just a normal street car, which would kind of make sense. As you can see, there are 3 versions of the car. There's the normal one, the El Sorrento, yep, and the West Side Lowrider one. That is so sick. But we can already get an idea of what some of the customizations are probably going to look like. But this is not the only car I want to customize today. This is the Chevrolet Caprice, and this thing is available as the Donk, which I still haven't tried the full playlist yet at the time I'm recording this. Again, thanks to Ubisoft for early access. This is not my save. No questions about why I have 99999 money. I don't, okay? So let's get to it then, friends. This is the Buick, and as you can clearly see, there is no icon at the bottom of the screen allowing us to have Lowrider, which basically means this is going to be a normal car that we can just build. Now, some of the customization on the Donk cars is kind of insane, and I would be sorely disappointed if these things don't match. They are American muscle. Well, I say that, I was always surprised to find that the Buick is not a V8. It actually comes with a V6, to be specific. Anyway, if I don't see it, oh my god. I was going to say, if I don't say a blower, but I guess that wouldn't really make sense. I think it's a pretty safe bet to go for number 4. Like, front bumper customization. I love the rugged, aggressive feel about it. It's a properly unique car, and it's always going to remind me of cars. Ooh. All right. If we don't get a Demolition Royale version of this car with a front bumper like that, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. But I'm actually just going to jump out here and put a color on it, because I feel like I'm not customizing it right. I can't see the detail. I don't know what I'm doing. What's black? What's just based on my paint color? What is happening here? Let's go for number 8. Nice and smooth. We have got slightly wider arches, and we've got paint match ones, or we have carbon. I kind of like the paint ones. I kind of wish they were smooth like the carbon ones, though. But hey, we're halfway there at least. Rear arches need to match. They are swapped around, though. That's kind of bothering. That is so weird. We got some weird customization on this thing, that's for sure. I feel like they could have done a lot more. I was going to say, there's got to be a modern light bar to go along with it, because it just screams for it. But there's no diffuser customization or anything like that, which again is a little odd. It's a little bit simplistic overall. I was kind of expecting a little bit more. Wait, should I go with the green wheel? That looks so stupid. I apologize. So I'm going to be honest, maybe for the first time ever, in every single way, I really think, we'll go for him, that the Motorfest versions are just better in every way. I would not bother with this car. Just get the special versions. Look at this thing compared to this thing, and it's in the same class. It seems like the performance is roughly the same. The acceleration is a little bit slower, but let's be honest, we never expected to be using a Buick anyway. Now, over on the Caprice side, this is what the thing looks like, and my goodness, it looks pretty mental. But customization on the Caprice, I'm hoping is a little bit more exciting. Honestly, this is a car that I don't really know anything about, and that's what I appreciate about games sometimes is doing stuff like that. Because why the hell not? Oh my god. What the hell? This thing is fly. This thing screams. I know what I'm doing. I'm educated. I've got money, but I'm sophisticated. I don't want anything loud, shouty, stupid. I want something... This. I want the Caprice. Sometimes I wish they'd give you a little bit of information about the car, like they do in some of the playlists. Just like a voice line. Kind of like Hot Pursuit used to. But like, get to the point. Just give me the proper information that I need to know. And nothing else. We got a wide body in this thing. So we can remove the chrome. We can... Is it making it wide? I mean, it doesn't look like it's making the arch wider, but it looks like it's making the wheel fit a little bit better. There we've got the wider arches, and the wheels do not move. Ivory tower. It's going to be a technical problem by this point. Like, there's no way that they would just keep it like that. We'll go for these because those are so hot. Wing mirrors, keep them chrome. And actually, this car, we need to keep the chrome. This thing is so long. Why is it so long? All right, look, we've got some parts that actually add to the car, but it gets rid of the chrome. We're going to have to do it. Give me chrome versions. For the first time ever, I really want you to just give me the chrome versions of it. Now, the fenders are also changing the actual rooftop of the car. So I'm hoping, yeah, we get a few options. Rear wing. Nice. Nice. Fine. Again, I'm glad that the option is there, but it definitely doesn't suit the style of car. This is beautiful. This is sick. Let's go for beautiful. Let's go for sophisticated. Let's keep the style of it so we can tint out the lights, make the light bar black. Slightly modernize the rear of it. I like the gold trim around the tail lights there. That looks super sick. Don't really like the carbon? The blacking out of it. I think it's, oh. Okay, maybe it doesn't look too bad. I think overall that just screams the Caprice, and the color, I'm probably gonna keep it as is. Yo! That looks so smooth and clean. Go for the wood. But we do have multiple colors. We've got this nice blue, black. Oh, this green. I like the green a lot. We've got a bright yellow, a nice orange, white, another dark green. Music off, and oh, that's what I want to hear. What? Oh, a slow machine this thing is. Oh, the massive steering wheel, which, fun fact, by the way, I only just learned why the steering wheels were so massive on these cars. They had no power steering. Again, it's an American thing. I feel like it wasn't really the case here, but all American cars back in this time, in this era, this feel, had these massive steering wheels. And the reason they had these massive steering wheels was because, well, they didn't have power steering. That's what I've been told. And so it just that would make sense, would it not? This is the type of thing I would just love to go cruising with. It just, oh, when you give it the kick down, little slides. This is so smooth. I've still got a full traction control on as well, and it's letting me slide around like that. This thing's not going to be very good at racing, but I don't even care. That's something I'd like to see from the Grand Race and other PvP modes in games, is specifically say muscle cars only, or in this case, classic muscle cars only, classic American cars. That's what I want to see. Now, as you saw, there were 3 versions of the GNX, but there's actually 3 versions of this too. This one, I got confused, comes under Hoonigan. Oh my God. Now, of course, you can't actually upgrade this thing. It is the Donk. It's got absolutely massive wheels. Oh, it's got a massive blower, animated blower at the front. Bro, you better move. That is so wild. I love that. This is clearly going to be used as part of the Donk playlist. I think you actually unlock this through doing the Donk playlist, and the GNX, you do it from completing the other side of it with the Lowriders. That's how you get access to all those various versions of the car. And again, I'm going to say in every single capacity, I think, at least with the Caprice, I can see why people would want to upgrade that. But the GNX, I'm going to say, to be honest, I don't know. Now, this is the first time I'm driving one of the Donks, and I'm kind of curious, how is the ground clearance? Like, it would make sense to me that it's not going to bottom up. This is a built off-roader. This is a better off-roader, surely, than a lot of off-road built cars. I still managed to scrape the floor. I do wonder what the suspension would be like on something like this. Just mental. The GNX definitely feels a little bit more aggressive to drive, like actually using it as a vehicle to, it feels more competitive is probably what I'm looking for. If you stuck the two together head to head, this would definitely come out on top. But it feels so much newer than the Caprice. The one problem with the Lowrider versions of these cars is that they do lean and bop as you would kind of expect them to do so, because that's what they're built for. This has a little bit of a purpose, and when everything is in the same class, it just kind of makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it? When everyone starts to put themselves into the era specific of vehicles, maybe the Buick has a bit of a shot. I would absolutely be willing to rip out this V6 though and put a V8 in it. It's ultimately what I feel like it needs. I don't understand why there ain't no big old V8 in here. There should be. There should be no question about it. It should have been done in the first place. I'm driving a big fat 350Z. For what? It's hard to say if I've got a favorite, but as I say, just the Motorfest cars, the special ones that you unlock. by far better. No, on this early version, I don't have access to the audio signatures. Maybe it's just this car. No. Ah! Well, I guess we'll have to wait and fix it in the main game. Well, you might have already done that because I know you. You're smart.